I got fired today from a job that I didn't even like, and what's really shitty is they let me work the entire day before letting me go. And so if you see me posting silly videos,
Welcome back to another video. Today we're diving into something that hits way too close to home. Mass layoffs. All across the country, workers are picking up their phones, recording their last day on the job, and exposing just how cold and heartless corporate America can be. And honestly, watching these clips, it's hard not to feel both angry and frustrated. Companies talk about family and teamwork until the moment it doesn't benefit them anymore. But hey, I don't want to waste time rambling. Let's jump right into the reactions and break this down together.
I just got laid off from my company and I'm really, really upset. I thought I was done crying, but I don't think I am. I worked at my job for almost 3 years. So it was like my 3-year anniversary in the next 2 weeks. And I just really loved my job, and I'm just really sad that I don't have it anymore. And I'm still processing and just in full panic mode because I'm I need money, I need job security, obviously I need to pay rent next month. I'm just really freaking out, and it's just not a good feeling. I feel like my main source of sadness is just that I really enjoyed going into my office every day for the past 3 years. I've gone through a lot while having this job, and I would just always tell people I'm so thankful to have this job because it's really pulled me out of some dark times, because I knew I had to go into my office, and the content, the work of the job I really enjoyed too, and I just felt like I was really doing a good job, and so that really sucks. But yeah, I don't really know. I'm so sick of crying on the internet. I'm sorry. I've never been laid off or anything, so I don't really know what to do or say. I'm trying to keep myself busy, and it's only been a few hours. So I know this is gonna be a whole new chapter for me, and I have a lot to figure out, and I have a few weeks of severance, which is fine, but I know the job market is takes a while to find something. I'm just the most sad because I just really liked my job. I liked being there. I liked going in every day. And I'm gonna really miss it. I miss this chapter of my life, so I don't know. That's it. I guess unemployment content coming your way. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna be done crying on the internet for right now, but we'll see.
Can you feel the pain in her voice? 3 years at the same job, thinking she was safe, and then just like that, it's gone. And listen to what she's saying. This wasn't just a paycheck. This job was her routine, her community, the thing that kept her going when life got dark. That's the part no CEO ever mentions. To them, employees are numbers on a spreadsheet. But for real people, a layoff means losing stability, losing peace of mind, losing identity. She's been unemployed for only a few hours, and already she's panicking about rent, about survival. One day you're building a future, the next day you're crying on camera, wondering how to pay bills. That's not on her. That's on a job market that chews people up and spits them out with no warning. Are we looking at a personal story here, or is this just the reality most working people are bound to face sooner or later? But anyway, in our next video, we'll see that the figure the government touted as 147,000 new jobs actually turned out to be minus 13,000.
The jobs report was released, and the results, they were bad. Now the Federal Reserve is going to have to cut interest rates more quickly in order to rescue the labor markets. So for the month of August, the labor market added an estimated 22,000 jobs. So this came in far below expectation. The expectation was 75,000 net jobs to be created. And you have to remember that this is just a preliminary number because it's expected to be revised downward heavily. So take a look at the chart, which shows how many net jobs are created each month. The labor market continues to steadily weaken. Okay, now here's something that I want to point out to you, which I actually predicted. It came true. So take a look at the month of June. In the month of June, they revised the figure down again. Now they're saying that the labor market lost 13,000 jobs in June.
Imagine working somewhere for 38 years and waking up to an email at 5:07 in the morning letting you know that you don't work there anymore because your job's been eliminated as part of a layoff. One person doesn't have to imagine that. Adam Bernard, a 38-year employee of General Motors, whose job was eliminated last week as part of a large layoff at GM. Now, one thing that stuck out with me, because I've talked about layoffs and how they're so inhuman, and the board will give a number and just tell corporate leadership, like, figure out how to meet it. And often people are looking at spreadsheets and just picking things out by numbers, not thinking of the names behind these layoffs and how you're taking away a job from someone that worked there for 38 years in plenty of cases like that. And so my one question is, was there more thought that went into whether to send the email and time this to go out at 5 o'clock on the dot, or to send it at 5:07? And was there more thought put into that than the rest of the layoff altogether?
Almost 4 decades given to one company, and they couldn't even face him. No handshake, no conversation, not even a phone call. Just a cold email dropped at 5:07 in the morning. That's not a layoff, that's pure disrespect. It shows exactly how little humanity is left in corporate America. They spent more time debating whether to hit send at 5 or 5:07 than they did thinking about his loyalty, his family, or his future. But here's the real question. After almost 40 years, should any company have the right to end it with just an email? Or should loyalty count for something in 2025? But anyway, in our next video, we'll see those shocking moments when giant corporations lay off hundreds of employees at the push of a button, and the harsh reality that you're just a number hits them like a slap in the face.
Yesterday, my company had the largest layoffs that they've done in a really long time, and it was actually one of the scariest things I've had to witness in a work setting. I never thought that I would see so many people laid off from their job at once. All morning, I just kept seeing people from my team just gone. And I got phone calls from friends saying that they were gone too. I'm thankful that I still have my job, but still a lot of things for me in this position, I find a lot of fulfillment in it because of the people that I've met, and because I know that my career path can be kind of paved by the mentorship around me, and seeing that mentorship gone is really demotivating. And I feel like right now I should be motivated to work and motivated to do better, because I know that my job is always on the line actually. But in reality, I'm actually really demotivated, and I actually really feel for the people that lost their job. And I kind of just realized, you're just a number to these large corporate companies. No matter how good of a person you are, they don't know you. They literally don't know you. They don't know what you do on a daily basis. It's all about numbers. And it's just kind of sad to think about it like that. It seems like inhumane, and I wish things were more moralized, but at the end of the day, it's money, it's revenue, it's numbers on a board. It's not really what comes down to you or your personality or who you are or anything like that. As inhumane as the workforce is, you have to become humane when it comes to finding a job. You have to talk to people, you have to network, you have to be open to advice, you have to do all those things. And if you're not, then it's going to be really hard to find a job. But anyways, I have to work now. Peace and love.
Thanks for jumping on, everybody. So as you know, we've made the very difficult decision to lay off 25% of the organization. And here's why you should be excited about that, okay? Because not only is it not a bad thing, it's actually a good thing, because it wasn't as much of a layoff as much as it is a re-strategizing of our existing priorities. And what that newfound focus is going to allow us to do is really reinvent and reimagine the way that we do business, okay? And while I can assure you that these decisions are not made in a vacuum, they are made with a mop, okay? Just a clean sweep, so that now we have a clean floor. And what we're able to build on that floor is really up to you, okay? Because what this does is it opens up a lot of very exciting opportunities, not just for us as a business, but also for all of the remaining stakeholders. We have a lot more leeway and a lot more breathing room in order to give you guys the path that you need, okay? And while I know what you're thinking, oh, does this mean I'm going to get promoted, I'm going to get a raise? Yeah, maybe.
Did you notice how they tried to sell losing a quarter of the company as some kind of exciting opportunity? That's corporate spin at its finest. More work, less support, and everyone left behind constantly wondering if they're next. We've all seen this movie before, whether it's on Zoom calls where managers read the same soulless script, we're restructuring, blah, 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 or in viral clips of people recording themselves getting fired. At this point, the only surprise will be when robots start delivering the layoffs instead of humans. Companies act like we should celebrate while our coworkers pack their desks, but the reality is it's nothing more than smoke and mirrors to keep people quiet. But anyway, in our next video, we'll see how someone whose life fell apart after working for just 2 months and then getting fired, crying, "What am I going to do now?" faced the harsh reality of the real world.
Well, not how I wanted to start my 2025. I was just laid off. This is actually the first time I've ever been laid off, so I don't really know what to even do or how to process anything. I just dropped off my laptop. It sucks the most because I seriously was only at this company for 2 months. I literally got this job in October and loved every single second of it. Unfortunately, the company was acquired and a lot of us were let go. Nothing you can do about it, but it definitely sucks. I have no idea what I want to do. I don't know if I want to even keep working for a company or what. I got my real estate license back in early October. I'm like, maybe I should just pursue that. But I also really liked the idea of having like a stable income with a job. I'm also getting married this year and have lots of expenses. So yeah, I still know it's going to be a great year. Like, I'm truly trying to be positive. I know everything happens for a reason, but yeah, I guess we'll see what happens.
So Salesforce lays off 4,000 people and they want to blame AI. The people who worked at Salesforce are saying that it's not due to AI. They basically are outsourcing the jobs and are paying people to do the labor way cheaper. Like, they're outsourcing it to the Philippines. And the part that is integrated with AI is doing the basic bare minimum. Do you know how scary it is to hear that Salesforce laid off 4,000 people? If you know how many organizations and companies use Salesforce, that is scary. And what I'm predicting and feeling like is when those organizations realize that Salesforce has laid off 4,000 people, they're going to like cut people whose job is related to managing their Salesforce and how they use Salesforce. Because they may see it as, if Salesforce can lay off 4,000 people and integrate AI to do the job, why can't we? Like, I can see this being a very huge trickle effect, and I don't know why people are getting comfortable with replacing humans to do jobs with AI efficiency. And the fact of the matter is, the news story that I was watching was basically saying that, oh, even down to people who are in media and entertainment should be in fear of their jobs because even AI can come in with integration and basically wipe out someone who, you know what I'm saying, is in marketing. I just really don't get it. Like, the climate that we are living in, the way people are just willing to toss people's livelihood away for AI samples of work, ridiculous. And then they bring in an HR consultant who's like, yeah, you need to make yourself more valuable behind your role. Valuable behind my role? Next up, you're going to be cutting marketing executives, clearly.
They blame AI, but let's be real. It's not the robots taking the jobs. It's the executives chasing cheaper labor overseas. AI becomes the excuse, the shiny cover story. Meanwhile, 4,000 people at Salesforce are suddenly out of work, and the ripple effect could hit thousands more. And think about it. If a giant like Salesforce can say, well, we don't need you anymore, AI will handle it. What stops every smaller company from doing the same? This is the part nobody wants to admit. It's not about innovation, it's about cutting costs, no matter how many lives get wrecked in the process. How much more valuable do you have to be when the company's already decided a cheaper worker or a bot can replace you? Loyalty doesn't matter, performance doesn't matter, people don't matter. The bottom line does. Do you think AI will replace most jobs in the next 10 years? Drop your honest answer in the comments. I want to hear your take, and I'll be responding back.